Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero Psych, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to a 1 versus 1 on Langraskaya. And in the south, we got here Stupendousman, fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the rule here of the 21st Panzer Division. There's north, we got Insane Aimstronk. They're not the actual Aimstronk, Aimstronk. I think this is, I don't know, Sage 6 or some other guy trolling about here. Fighting for the Brits, for the Commonwealth. Taking on the role here of the Guards Armour Division. We're looking at Mechanized, Jaeger Infantry, and Festering Armour. Definitely non-meta doctrines there, with Mortars, Infantry and Mines versus Vanguard, Advanced Emplacements and Special Weapons. Triple Infantry, a lot more meta play there from Aimstronk. Triple sections down the way for him, but a sniper start from Stupendousman. Now that is pretty bold. That is pretty bold. Of course, again, it can do a lot of damage with one hand, but again, it does very much mean in the early game you will not be getting as much territory with this. So this is very much sort of a high risk start that Stupendousman is pulling with a Wehrmacht. Meanwhile, Aimstronk moving ahead here aggressively, sitting up here. Apparently forgetting cheese bags aren't a thing. Apparently forgetting. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure what he's planning with that, because those sacks are just, well, bags, they're just going to vanish as soon as he leaves them. We've got first pressure up here, section going in aggressively versus Stupendousman. And of course, he's already a bit behind the territory capture. Of course, got the start to help try and bleed out the Tommies. MD42 they're arriving for the 21st Panzer Division. Third section, they're ramming up the way all here and sort of moving towards everything else. Section there down to 2 men. Sniper there having a bit of an impact there with the Grenadier squad. Then finally on the way for Stupendousman. Guards armor there just slowly maneuvering in. You've got a section trying to sneak up there, going before setting up there, but can it set up fast enough to support the sniper there? Got a kill there, we go before opening up and just barely suppresses them. Sniper there avoiding taking any hits. So there you go, one section sent running. Grenadiers almost down there for Stupendousman. He makes every move closer towards the fuel. Sniper this time around fails to get hit there on the section inside the house. Good lord, good thing I'm wearing this helmet. He's not aiming for the helmet, you idiot. But there you go, MD42 now moving eastwards in an interesting maneuver. They're going to then spearheading him for the sniper, going to try and occupy the house or just pursue the section. Who knows? But in this case, Aimstronk finally moving away there. Vickers on the way for him, so it's going to have 3 sections and a Vickers here versus Stupendousman's MD42 going to be a sniper start. Which pretty much means he's got more or less one of every unit except the mortar there. You can sort of get in the early game without taking up. But there goes the mistake, going for another Grenadier squad. Section that almost wiped out. They're pretty close there, pretty close. That was going to be a big loss there for Aimstronk in the early game, losing a 280 manpower unit just like that. MD4 setting up there, Vickers setting up behind sandbags, but there you go, the same thing on this moving for the Cohorts. They'll be able to flank the Vickers, even as an upset on the MD42 plus. Both are getting suppressed here. But actually, the section, the Vickers get suppressed first. He takes a loss there because Dullahan there is whatever stuck his face up a bit too far. And there you go, Sniper fire there takes out Robert, and Grenadiers opening up the section. We got more sections down the west side there. Nothing further going on there for Stupendousman. No tech up. Another section trying to flank. They're trying to hit the exposed sniper. But of course, the MD42 is nearby. In this case, he does move fast enough, allowing the MD42 to get off a very good hit there alongside the sniper. Another section going in. They're going to try and get behind the sniper from the other side here. Almost there. Almost. But can he pull it off there? Can Aimstronk follow up there, but no, sniper retreats there. Section trying to get damage at the same time. We got the M42 there opening up. Section again getting suppressed. Grenadiers holding up behind the car. Vickers opening up those Grenadiers here. Some pretty intense action here in the early moments of the game. Both players are trying to deliver a crucial blow against the other. There we go. Almost got another section right, but once more, Aimstronk gets one. There we go. Grenadiers suppressed here by the Vickers machine gun. And as all of this is happening, all these events are taking place, Stupendousman is going straight there for Aimstronk's fuel point, forcing him to have to deploy forces from the centre towards the east, allowing him to get the fuel point away there from Aimstronk. So, nice sharp movement there by Stupendousman, who's now taking up here, going for the light and mechanized company. He's certainly not going for a tier 1. I'd say they're sufficiently strong to allow for a tier 3 rush. I mean, he's only got so much infantry. He's going to need at least, I would say, 2 units more, I think, to really make that kind of opening work for a tier 3 rush. So, I mean, with this kind of opening, he's clearly aiming for a tier 2. Section Vickers moving down, then we got take up here for Aimstronk. Another player bothers yet to go for a doctrine against the other. Vickers section moving in, they're going to just find up behind here the old wooden cart. bunker up. Like to make a nice company up as well here. Pioneers hard at work though. They would have a easier time with it if Stupendousman remember to reinforce it. Sniper moving up there. Section moving behind here. Can these two handmans call off the fuel there from Aimstronk, but Aimstronk of course able to threaten the same thing here. Even the munitions, but they're going before to well, not so much a rescue as a response for now. Also finally reinforcing at least partially the pioneers. There we go. Gunners moving eastward. Sniper supporting here. Getting off some kills there on the Tommies, the Inselaffen. Which for those who don't speak German means island monkeys or apes. Grenadiers moving up there, heading the eastern point here, closing in towards the fuel point. MG42 moving up towards the centre. Sniper pioneer supporting here. You can see that overall Aimstronk is in the large control of the map here versus Stupendousman. Nothing yet out of the Light Mechanised Company, no half-tracks, 222s, Panzer Grenadiers, Panzer up there, Kanone 40, nothing like that. Sabers there repulsed by brutal German efforts. And sandbags there will make it harder here for Stupendousman to reclaim the fuel point as long as the section holds up. They've got the sniper supporting though. An incendiary explosion round might just help persuade Aimstronk to get off the point there. Otherwise it's just going to be determined to hold on for as long as possible, that way denying Stupendousman. Oh, he actually retreats pretty fast there. Or rather we think he might put out a bit more of a spirited fight there in defence of it, but apparently he pulled a bit of a retreat there. And he's moving up against section in the heavy cover. Again, overall good work by Aimstronk in using sandbags here and there. Overall creating strong position. And one of the best sort of setups for sandbags is just having heavy cover where there's otherwise none. That really can give you an extra example. Here there's just no heavy cover here the Germans can really utilise without again just, you know, well, there actually isn't any. So that basically means the section 8 is in a very, very strong position where again it sort of is in control of the field. So in that regard, setting up sandbags in the right position can be a huge edge for you, and again it won't cost you any resources, just a few seconds of your time to lay down those sandbags. So a good thing to sort of try and keep in mind there with sandbags. We've got the AC Mark III out here, Associated Equipment Company is what AC stood for. It was an armoured car that was probably I think one of the heaviest armoured cars in the war, and actually making part out of parts from different heavy tanks, specifically infantry tanks like the Valentine and the Matilda. Little fun fact there. Little fun fact there for those not in the know. Sabs moving up there, laying down mines, good work there. Troops are healing, reinforcing, and these got the Vickers hanging about there. Got the Pack 40 out here for Stupendousman. Grabbing the centre there with the section. Boldly, briskly. Gracefully. And there you go, pioneers in the fire. They've got the correction machine gun on the AC, just hammering away there. Grenadiers advancing up these, but there you go, Vickers opening up. And so placing the Grenadiers, the Vickers was a World War I era machine gun, which the British still utilised. Interesting enough, while they did sort of put emphasis on machine guns, it was actually light machine guns that sort of, you know, put more emphasis on rather than the medium machine gun. So in that regard, while this to an extent actually had some similarities with German docks in that way, weaponry-wise, again, it was sort of in the medium machine guns, there was a bit of a deviation there, if you will. But there you go, guns pushed back here, section moving up. But both armies did sort of put emphasis to an extent on machine guns, but again, the British only seemingly on light machine guns, but I was both sort of stuck with older, bold action rifles. But even then again, there was a difference. There was again the Germans sort of opted just for more firepower, partly because again they knew what matters was just getting up the first few shots. The British overall just, you know, figured more accuracy is overall better, and thusly came with a Bren gun. We got a mortar on the way here though for Stupendousman. Sniper there trying to catch the sappers, percent running. We got a sniper on the way for Aimstronk. That way try and counter the German sniper. We got a trench up here to help control the centre. Trench of course a bit like this works. But in this case of course being fully, you know, omnidirectional, you can't really flank that as such unless it's a machine gun, in which case of course there'll be blind spots like around here and here. Mortar there all taking hits. MG42 there being assaulted up on the section from the north. Aimstronk here, by the way, could consider some grenades for the section, would give them more sort of firepower on the move, allow them to have more impact when they actually flank the opponent. Mortar fire going off here, sniping support. Betty 216 kills for the fatherland so far. Hiccups. And Stupendousman going to use stupendously standing about. Mortar fire in the trench when they probably should be targeting the, you know, sections a bit closer to the front line, and sniper opening up. They didn't get the German sniper though, but at the same time of course revealed himself to Stupendousman sniper. So of course the question is, was this intentional or not? Because intentional of course means he's just going to try and force Stupendousman to be more careful with his own sniper. If not, of course, that's a big mistake. But if again, you know, if planned, it's, you know, not a bad idea. You know, try and just force your opponent more careful. Can you just tell him there's a sniper about, and if you're not careful, I might, you know, kill him. In which case, your opponent might, of course, be more likely just to keep his sniper a lot more careful. Of course, he then wants, you know, to have a chance at murdering your sniper. So, sort of a few things there. Grenadiers almost right by the armored car and the entrenched section. But while there, by the western fuel point, Stupendousman's only very much on the back foot here. Take up, and nothing further from the light mechanized company. And we could very well now go for Panzer Grenadiers and some heavy assault infantry, and that way take on Aimstronk's forces. But so far, Stupendousman has linked to no option. Be of course here trying, you know, launch an assault up through here, which tends to be not what happens very much. You know, smoke this house, get up there, then dig in around these two houses, grabbing the points here, and that way, you know, push towards here. I mean, that could be another way of doing it for Stupendousman here versus Aimstronk. Sniper there with 17 kills. Bren guns on the way there for the sections. The Bren being a Czechoslovakian light machine gun the British adopted. They had considered numerous, including the Danish Madsen light machine gun. Fun fact. But they ended up with a Bren gun. Ooh, almost got the sniper with the Bren guns. Bit nasty there. Mortify them raining down. And Panzer Grenadier there for Stupendousman, equipped with the Sturmgewehr 44. Sections advancing with a Bren gun. Grenadiers opening up with their own LMG 42. Responding with hard, accurate fire to the Tommy approach. And there you go, Panzer Grenadiers flanking in there. Could certainly threaten here the section if it doesn't retreat fast enough. It could certainly end up in a lot of trouble. There you go, moving up here to the Rauchenschlepper Ost. There's the wreckage there is known as. Based of a German tractor specifically meant for the Eastern Front. A fun fact is they actually modified some of them to be tank destroyers, but there'd be sort of a more sort of platform on top of it with a Pak 40 then mounted there. Little fun fact as well. I'm pretty sure those versions pretty much only saw well uses on the Eastern Front as well. Pak 40 moving ahead. Their armoured car could be within range. Section moving up. The quick smoke up there. Section can actually fall back within the smoke there from the armoured car and just safely retreat here, which would not be a bad idea. Could try. I think his only chance for the Panzers is actually popping a bundle grenade there on the section. I was going to have to retreat then, particularly with the British sniper standing about. But there we go. Was about to throw it, but forced to cancel. Bit of harassment here. Overall, Aimstronk keeping up pressure, trying to outmaneuver Stupendousman support elements, also moving towards the centre there. Panzer Grenadier forced to retreat. Sniper there getting off a hit on the Grenadiers. Jurgen splattered across the ground. No take up there for Stupendousman. Neither for Aimstronk, though Aimstronk is actually building fuel caches. Good work there. Setting up for the longer match, and lastly, armour down the road.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Well, a lot of brain guns there. Another player, though, again, 13 minutes into the game, another player has chosen a doctrine. No real sort of direction there from either player. No Vanguard, no advanced emplacement, no special weapons, no mechanized, no Jäger infantry, no festering armor. Definitely think they should choose a doctrine zone, and there we go. Though at least there's some take up for Stupendousman. Of course, it would seem that in terms of timing, they seem to be very much thinking alike. In fact, both players are more or less taking up at the same time. Of course, this very much gives Aimstronk the edge, since of course his tech is also his building being built. I mean, that's really one of the big advantages they have. You know, Germans have to separately tech it and then separately build. I mean, there's a lot more steps involved and just a lot more time involved compared to the British who can just tech. It's one of those bigger differences. Also a lot less manpower intensive. So there we go. Take up done, could build the Suprema core. Roll out some panzers for the faster land. There you go, quick rough grenade there, and oh! Almost wiped the section there, but the house stood firm and the section mostly survived. Mostly. Almost. Panzer then moving ahead. getting awesome hits. So the problem is they're finding themselves very rapidly surrounded and faced with a lot of firepower from the British and not enough support. We've got the gun squad moving up. They've got the sniper head support as well. 20 kills for Germany. Punch moving in. Oh, bunt. Oh, that was a charge there because Stupendousman was off the cover there. He was actually trying to clear up the wide edge to get access to his own cover there. Nice move and counter move there from the respective players. Also, notably more mines there from Aimstronk. So that way they're trying to hold up the map. But again, pretty much no real efforts on the eastern flank there by Stupendousman. And again, a single infantry squad, mortar laying down a smoke screen could probably easily clear it up. I mean, say a flamethrower or something else. You know, move up, smoke it, move up, grenade it, something else. And then sort of secure the eastern side of the map there from Aimstronk. I think could work out nice there for Stupendousman. Aimstronk here going for the first tank. Cromwell. But for Stupendousman, there's yet to be any sort of support armor corps going up there. Ooh, telemines there as well. Nice work, whatever that happened there for Stupendousman. The teleminen or plate mine. Which rather had a lot of utility. Could also just serve as an anti-tank charge if you wanted to. That's a little fun side note. So Cromwell almost done there for Aimstronk and the Guards armor. So Pommercore going up. The Stupendousman could go for a Panzer IV. Could go for the Stug 3G. I mean, there's also the Ostwind, obviously. That's not really going to be useful versus the Cromwell or the AC. He's going to need something with a bit more firepower. So what do we go for? Stug, Panzer IV. I mean, he's essentially got the resource both. I mean, he just needs a second or two before he can call in the Panzer IV. No, he does go for the Stug there. He does go for the Sturmgeschütz. Was named for the Panzer IV. Hit quick rifle grenade there against the section and lands a decent hit. But note, if a unit's in heavy cover, if you sort of throw a grenade at them, they'll only take half damage. Though, of course, note, they only applies if the grenade goes over the cover. If you flank it and then grenade it, you know, the projectile never sort of goes over the cover, they will take full damage. There's a little note there, by the way, about that. Picks up the Pioneers. We've got a section moving up there with mines to be swiftly laid down there to protect the right flank. Cromwell armoured car section sniper hits upon the western side. The big slow approach there from Aimstronk, clearly favouring the Monty move. Grenadiers Pack 40 hanging about there. Pioneers forced to retreat. Panzers heading forward to send. And there we go. Stug 3G ready here for Stupendousman. And finally a doctrine. It is mechanised. Spotting scopes on the way there for the Stug. Could also throw a pinball machine gun. Howitzers, mechanised grenadier groups, smoke bombs, all viable options there for Stupendousman. Germany. But there you go, the Stug 3G. Grenadiers are pushed back. Spawning scopes will head to the Stug. And the salute strike called in here. I think by the sniper, but the sniper is also now what you'd call dead. Bit of a loss there then for Stupendousman. Well, not Stupendousman, actually Aimstronk. For Stupendousman, that's pretty great. The British sniper is dead. It means more freedom of movement for his own sniper. Less things to be worried about. And he doesn't have to worry if that bush is actually a bush or an irate Scotsman with an anti-tank rifle and a grudge. Section moving up, the sniper slightly falling back there. One of these panzers are pushing forward here, supported by the MD-42 there. Sections crumbling in the face of the German assault. Withering fire. Devastating the British infantry there. Got the second moving front from the MD-42. Stug kept it on turn. Spotting scope here trying to keep pace with the British armoured movements. Sniper trying to support as well. Sappers moving up close. Back here, troops healing reinforcing going on here to grab back the fuel point and the victory point. Certainly been bleeding behind Aimstronk there. What is he doing back in his base? He's going for more armor. He's planning to, you know, go for specialization there. Otherwise, he needs to do something soon. And Stug here needs to quickly pursue the British armoured forces and put an end to them. Feldwebel Gruber advances. There we go. Takes a penetrating hit on the frontal armour. Which, by the way, was about 80mm of armor, at least part of its slope, so technically it was more effective than that of a Panzer IV, but again, for the reasons, for game balance purposes, they decided it shouldn't have that much armor. It's a bit unfortunate. Mine goes off there. Almost knocking out the Cromwell. If he actually realised he could pursue it with a Stug and knock it out easily. Also, another fun fact in terms of armouring, it was not uncommon to sort of modify Stugs by pouring concrete around the driver's area around here. In fact, that was a very common modification of Stu 3Gs. So that way you make it a bit harder to, you know, knock out. So a little fun fact there. Little fun fact. Checking their suppressed. Got more sappers on the way there for Aimstronk and the guard's armor. There's also got a lot of munitions. Again, grenades would not be a bad idea here. Grenades would give Mrs. Men a bit more oomph. A bit more firepower. But, and he also ends up going here for advanced emplacement, the rather late choice. So I doubt that's going to be much emplacements. Which will certainly indicate he's going to go for the advanced assembly to her forward retreat and reinforcement point. Maybe some of the artillery abilities. Could throw in a Stu 3G machine gun and then advance it, supporting his infantry, that way pressuring Aimstronk a bit more. I certainly think you should try and silence the machine gun in the house then sort of rush up the eastern side and secure that away from the Tommies. So far no sign of that there for Stupendousman and the 21st Panzer Division. We got their 25-pounder gun firing away, there you go. Bit of counter-artillery fire there in an attempt to silence the mortar. In an attempt, we got gunners moving ahead here, sections thing up there with a trench overlooking the victory point, but they're going to fire from the Germans. Panzers arriving as well, they're halfway to veteran G2. Sniper not quite there, mortar could be a bit closer, I think, support properly, and certainly either Stuga Pack 40 would also be a most appreciated support on that there for the infantry, otherwise rather exposed out in the open again. There's no cover for them, no sandbags, no nothing. We got a bomb grenade off there though. There's a nice chunk of damage. We need to retreat the Panzers before they get wiped. Veteran 2 would certainly be a waste there if they were lost and there. Stu still doing nothing though. At least he added the pendulum out machine gun to it. Going points there. Also fun fact, some later models of the Stu 3G would have the remote controlled machine gun on top with fan fire, which could then of course be operating from inside the Stu. They did have to poke the head out to reload the gun. That's a little fun fact. Then we can see again the destroyed cover beds being utilised to clear up sort of lanes of fire. In this case, also removing any cover for his enemy. Cromwell armor coming about. Still no additional armor for Aimstronk. Nothing there. No specialisations either. We got a house of that for Stupendousman. He's going for the lightest Feldhaubitze. And he's going for the second Stug there. Not a bad idea at all. Again, there's a lot of British armour out there, and certainly double Stugs will lock you down very hard. Then again, generally as a rule of thumb, you want two Stugs at all times anyway, since I find as a unit perform best in pairs. They perform just, that's a rule of thumb, best in pairs. So generally, if you have one Stug, you generally want another one as soon as possible. And again, they just do better. And it tends to be a rule of thumb that applies to some units. Not all units, but some units that generally find just do better if you've got two of them working together. Then you just sort of enter into a sort of special zone where they're just really, really good. And the Stug is very much one of those units. A lot of mines there, by the way. Panzer and Suppressor still hasn't bothered dealing with that Vickers machine gun. Definitely a bit of oversight, I think, there by Stupendousman. But there goes second Stug arriving. I'm sure that'll be upgraded soon enough. Also, fun fact, Stugs were generally sort of considered the, well, the Stugs that are part of the artillery, of course, they initially started out there, but they were considered the elite branch of the artillery. So usually it was the best artillery crewmen that sort of fought in Stugs, and I think that sort of stuck throughout the war, at least for those Stugs that were part of the artillery, of course. As the war progressed, Stugs were handed out wherever needed, you know, tank battalions, Panzer battalions, you know, where they could sort of be fitted in. But, you know, overall, as a rule of thumb, they still sort of, in theory, when they were part of the artillery, and they primarily would have been, you know, part of that with Stug brigades and Stug batteries. And that part, you know, again, battery also can indicate, you know, artillery organisation. Little fun fact there. Stug coming ahead there, pin up machine way for the second one. Opening up on the Tommies. Just blasting away Pack 40, opening up in the armour, not quite hitting. Saps advancing down to fire from the Stugs machine guns and their main guns. And there you go, Cromwell advancing straight on the Stug, taking fire from the Sinifam and the cannons. And there you go, almost got the Cromwell, almost got it, but no, it gets away, Close but no cigar. Sounds they're taking fire from the Stooks out in the open again. Machine guns, or section 18 in this case. 200 points left there for Stupendousman. So needs to work here to breaking the stalemate. At least turn the tide more in his favour, because currently it is not favourable towards him. It is not favourable at all. Armoured covering down the eastern side of the map. Losing the western victory point, which is also his remaining victory point, so Stupendousman needs to launch a counterattack to reclaim that one very soon.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Out there hammering away.
We're losing a capture point.
Second this one running. Mine spotted, being swept. I mean, overall good work by Aimstronk in mining. But he's lost a lot of infantry, he hasn't replaced it. He does here gone for hammer, so he'll probably go for a comet soon enough, but more infantry I think should be soon be requisitioned as well. And I do think, you know, some grenades here, some Mills bombs would do him a lot of good as well. But certainly allow him to use his infantry a bit more effectively, and perhaps catch the Stupendousman a bit more off guard at times, get in some wipes. Either way, hammer tactics are available, and there'll be some comms I'm acting soon on the way there. We got the platoon command post, one more counter battering there, the German mortar crew. And up here, Cromwell engaging the gunners, pushing them back. They're closing in there on the Comet. Stoops running about there. One in need to repair, so the other one less so. And there you go, Comet available here for Aimstronk to call in if he chooses to do so. Though it would be strange if he didn't, and there you go. Comet on the way there for Aimstronk. Not Aimstrong, but Aimstronk.
Position is being attacked.
Crom then getting the sniper, pushing them back. Stu getting about here, close to veteran to 1.
We are losing a sector.
How to one profiling. He seems to just be bombarding his opponent's bases. I was active bombarding now here, and there you go. We got a command tank up for Stupendousman now to support Stooks and his infantry. It befits Panzerwagen. I generally think any sort of Stook command vehicles would have been either Stooks, to be honest. I know in some cases where they actually would have tanks and sort of commanding assault gun units, or at least, you know, casemate units. For example, some of the early Yak Panther battalions, for example, would have had command Panthers as sort of, you know, leading elements, as a fun fact there, at least initially in the war. Well, initially in their sort of run, not initially in the war, but sort of when they're introduced. Little fun fact there. But even those, you know, would have eventually had, you know, a bit fails Yak Panthers. But there you go, Comet out here for insane Aimstronk. Stoop engaging the Cromwell, getting a good hit there with the 75 mm cannon. 6 taking 5 from the Stooks, and the MD-42. Command tank just staying back there, no spotting scopes for that one. And there you go, Comet advancing against the Stooks, taking hits there. Shots bouncing. Target weak point goes through. Forcing the Comet to fall back. Infantry also retreating. Aimstronk not going for infantry. Definitely a mistake there again. Just allows Stupendousman to utilise his resources more effectively. Though again, he could certainly be exerting it better. More pressure here, more pressure there. Again, he's overly, I think, focusing everything on the centre there, which is less efficiently done there by Stupendousman. But he's got the artillery firing away there again. 3 kills so far. Again, he's not wielding it frightfully efficiently, I feel. Just getting more sappers there. Some Bren guns on the right now would do him a lot of good, I think.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
More fighting around the centre, of course, insane Aimstronk looks up to the flank. Oh, we got artillery calling in the centre. Artillery calling. Got the precision barrels. Stupendousman, I think, isn't realising he's not reacting in time. There we go. Shot fired. Damaged engine on the Stook. I didn't know artillery could do that. Almost got machine gun. And that was apparently all about it. Damaged engine on the Stook. And a few other kills, but nothing serious there. Nothing particularly critical for Stupendousman. No, you know, severe losses. Mostly. My God, she got the engine. They fired all of this artillery and she destroyed the engine. So it's verdammten Tommies. Closer to than the Stug section pushed back. Ooh. Almost got to wipe the use of the command tank. Cromwell on the way there to support the other Cromwell and the Comet there for Aimstronk. I mean, he could have gone for another Comet, to be honest, but I imagine he doesn't want to save up the manpower for it.
HQ is under attack.
Of course, he's just more concerned with time. I mean, he does have plenty of time. I mean, he's not exactly bleeding a lot of the victory points. In theory, he could afford to just save up for another Comet. Stupendousman, I think, needs to advance his lines a bit, and again, needs to take some of the territory in the east. He needs to, overall push forwards. He needs to pressure Aimstronk. So far, not too much pressure there. We got veterans 1 and 7 kills there on the lightest Feldhaubitz. They're doing some damage. Both command posts there almost collapsed. From the unrelenting, punishing German artillery fire. As they're engaging here around the cut-off point, close to Aimstronk's base. And Sabs there getting gutted by accurate assault rifle fire. The Sten guns, no match for German gun making. Cromwell westwards there, gun spotting and screening, and there goes section running into the Pentagon of these. But there you go, I've got a Vickers appalling, but still, that was pretty suicidal there by Aimstronk. The section was Aimstronk. Again, it's a bit difficult to get that pronunciation right when everything's going on there. Aimstronk. So of course, any apologies to Aimstrong. Of course, he's not this fellow. There you go, Crom's engaged by the Stug. Vetty 2 and 1 of them getting the Schürzen. Almost got the Cromwell and, oh, knocked it out with the heat round. Nice shooting. D-tap. Leaves with only one Cromwell and the Comet. Versus 2 veteran Stug crews. But not a lot of infantry left there for Aimstronk. Not a lot of armour. Whereas again, Stupendousman is now looking very strong. He's got armour, machine guns, artillery, infantry, guns. Lots of them. And there you go. Comet next target here of the Stug's Wrath. There we go. Another heat round there. Leaves the Comet in a less than joyous position. And there you go. Stug goes ahead there, going after it. Artillery raining down as well. They're trying to silence the Comet. In the south here, we got the Cromwell going straight here for the howitzer. But going to need advancing there. Need to roll down something that's supposed to deal with it. Stug here coming back. Command tank covering. Struggling here to hit the howitzer though. Bit of bad luck there for Aimstronk's Cromwell, but the Stug's coming down. Command tank left to hold the front lines. The Comet engages it. Almost got, no, still can't hit. And there you go, Stug's engaging, both Stugs. And there we go. Pop goes the weasel. As the Germans lighting on fire with armor piercing rounds. Down to little infantry and a Comet here. Less good for Aimstronk. Less good. And with that, GG, game over. Game over. A victory here for Germany. Deutschland. A victory for Stugs everywhere. So overall, nice little engagement here on Langraskaya. Certainly again, highlighting again how some players could talk to tunnel vision there. In this case, Stupendousman just did better because he used his Stug's efficient. He made use of target weak point, which again is where a lot of other players fail when they use his Stug. Again, they just do not use target weak point, or they don't use the Stugs together. But again, Stupendousman did both, and that rather gave him an edge. The artillery also helped. He could have flanked more though, but they did a bit of good in the start. But again, there was more maneuver room, I think, for him to sort of take in there versus Aimstronk. I think could have done a lot more damage with that. Telemancer sort of did a bit good for him as well, though. No sort of critical lasting damage there to Aimstronk. Aimstronk's tactics, of course, much head on there, not enough flanking. Could have gone for grenades, I think, to support his infantry. And, you know, we'll just, you know, ain't a bit more efficient, I think, versus Stupendousman. His assault in some ways lacked, I think, a bit of sort of punch, and rather again allowed Stupendousman sort of somehow, you know, push them a bit back at times. So there's certainly some improvement there for Aimstronk. Also, a big thanks to Christopher for pledging on Patreon and supporting the Propagandacast. Most appreciated. Always good to have someone to support, and of course for those who wish you to support as well, do consider it. There's the link in the video screen. You can do so either Patreon or PayPal. Either way is appreciated. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and thank you all for watching. Bye.